Hello, good morning. Today we are going to develop and check how we can build mortgage calculator using Matplotlib library, which takes input from the users and gives the output and desired what repayment we should make, and ask the user if they want a graph. So the Python will auto-generate the graph for them. So first of all, we have used the initialization method for defining the class that we have decided as loan, years, interest, and R frequency. Then for repayment calculation, we have taken the balance after method. So this is the formula which is going to calculate the loan amount. And we have defined P as annual interest rate, L as loan amount, Y as loan term, and K as repayment frequency. Now, if we go on further, then this is the balance after method that we have used. And then we have used the string representation method to calculate and show how repayment is going to be made, whether it's weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. Then we further when we go on to the next method, that's we have defined the how the graph should look. Then we have decided the frequency to be 10,000. We have defined the x-axis and y-axis that how they should look. Then if we go on further, then we have made the foolproof plan of our that how the user should input the values. So we have discussed this in our Word file also, that if the loan amount will be only accepted when it's only positive. So we have made our code like that it doesn't crash and it gives the user a second chance to put the input. Let's say we are inputting a loan amount, then we should include a positive float amount. That's valid example is like 2,50,000 and invalid example is string values and negative values. Then if we check the interest rate also, it should be in float value, not in negative or any string value. So let's try this method. We have already tried, but let's see if we can try it again into here so we can show it live that code runs perfectly smooth. So let's run this. Okay. Okay, so loan amount, let's say we have input in minus 2 lakh. So it will be asking us again that it should be positive. So let's type 1 lakh over here. Then enter loan term. So let's try putting a 10 years. It will not take this because it's a integer value or float value we have to give. Let's say it should be in 10 years. Then the interest rate, let's take it straight as 12 percentage. And the repayment frequency, most important is this. We have to use between either weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. So let's type something like 35 days. So it will ask again to input our value. So let's type 14 into it. So as you can see, it has given the outputs that when the loan amount is 10,000 AUD and loan term is 10 years and the interest rate is 12 years, then fortnightly repayment will be 66 Australian dollars. Now it is asking us to plot whether we would require a graph for balance by years or so. If we input no, then it will not give us any graphs. So let's say yes, we want the graph. Then yeah, as you can see, it has given us a mortgage balance by years. On the x-axis is it's a years and balance we have showed as 10,000. So it's dropping dramatically and ultimately it will go to zero. So for that, we have used the plot graph, and as you can see over here, uh, while true, we have used the statement to make our Python code foolproof, that it should be positive, it should return if the value is less than zero. If the value is less than zero and not float, it should throw an error, and not an error particularly. It should ask the user again to input the value. And here we have discussed how whether the user needs a graph or not. So if they type no, then no graph will be shown. So that was it. Thank you so much.